Hey there, hi there, hello world! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie, and today's video is going to be a flip through / first impressions of this deck that is one of my favorite creators. I utilize a lot of her decks all of the time, Denise Linn, and her latest release, the Time Traveler's Oracle, a 44 card deck. So this is a very beautiful deck. From the previews I've seen online, I'm super excited because I am somebody who would love to travel. This is one of my lifelong dreams, is to travel, and if that means time travel, that would be even cooler. But just seeing all these beautiful wonders of the world kind of highlighted by this deck, I'm really excited to take a peek into it. So yeah, that's what we will be looking at today, the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Linn. Okay, so before we begin today's video, a quick and humble reminder. If you have not yet already, please make sure that you give this video a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell to be notified of future uploads. That all said, let's go ahead and get on into today's video. Okay, so this is the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Linn. You may know that Denise Linn has other really great oracle decks. I will have some linked in the description box below, but we will be focusing here today on the Time Traveler's Oracle. So again, this is a recent release at the time of this filming, so very excited to be able to get started working with this deck. If you are like me and just really love the concept of time travel and seeing the world in ways that we just can't really see nowadays, I mean, with the exception of a few beautiful historical sites around the world, just kind of being able to dream about seeing them in their heyday, the peak of their existence. It's super cool, super drew me in when I saw this deck was announced. So I was very excited when it came in. So yeah, we will be looking here today at the Time Traveler's Oracle. Let's get started. So as you may have noticed, the box is your typical Hay House two-piece box with the, thankfully, thumb holes here to pull that up effortlessly. So that's very nice. And when we open this up, take a peek here. Travel through time to awaken your inner oracle. And this is a very beautiful message among this kind of background image of a beautiful sunset, sunrise. Not sure, but there's like really beautiful cloudy skies. It's almost like it's over an ocean because there's a reflection here. So very cool. Time Traveler's Oracle. We will get the contents of the box here. We'll show you that in just a second. First, the box has a couple little like stars sprinkled throughout, so very cute. The inside has this really cool celestial, like universal kind of spiral thing. I'm almost feeling like this is the portal. This is our portal to time travel, so we can visit these beautiful places that are going to be highlighted in the deck. Now, the back of the box here, we have just a little blurb. So it says, the Time Traveler's Oracle. A mystical adventure through space and time beckons you. Each journey through the deck can activate secret messages from the depths of your soul and from, let's keep that centered, from your soul and from the universe. This sacred pilgrimage will transport you to the heart of the Creator and beyond to see the universe and yourself with new meaning. Deepen your connection to the mysterious natural forces around you and find the long-sought answers to your most heartfelt questions. And there we have a preview of a couple of the cards here. Gorgeous. And just FYI, it comes with a free, powerful audio downloads of guided meditations to expand your conscious and travel through time and space. Well, that's about as much as I can afford to travel, so I'm going to do that. But there you go. That is the beautiful overview of the box for the Time Traveler's Oracle. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contents. All right, so what you get in the box is your guidebook and your deck of cards with this really cool card art. Of course, was the inside art of the box, that really neat time and space portal. So definitely feel like these cards are kind of bringing you into this new place and time, something that you need to hear feels very mystical. That's all you need to know. It feels very mystical. So let's go ahead and move this aside here for just a second, and we'll focus on the guidebook. And let's take a peek into Time Traveler's Oracle Guidebook. Right, so the inside here is your usual setup for a Hay House guidebook. It is all in black and white, no images of the cards, but that is not a problem. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So as I mentioned earlier, also by Denise Linn, we have some books here listed, which she has a lot. She's an amazing author. And then we have some oracle cards, which I think I have most of them. So Gateway Oracle, Native Spirit Oracle cards, Sacred Destiny, one of my absolute favorites, Sacred Forest Oracle, Sacred Traveler, one of my other favorites, and Soul Coaching Oracle cards. So Denise Linn has a large body of work, and they are all splendid. So we've also got some audio programs and a video. All these available, well, most of them available from Hay House. So very, very cool. If you are into this deck and the work that Denise does, go ahead and check some of these out because that's pretty cool. All right, in the table of contents here, we've got a note from the author, bonus gifts, which I might not show, they're mine, about the Time Traveler's Oracle, how to use the Time Traveler's Oracle, methods of Oracle card reading, exploring hidden meanings of your dreams with Oracle cards, reading the signs in your life with Oracle cards. So a lot of information here. And honestly, this is absolutely what Denise Linn would really bring forth with her work. She gives you a lot of information, and it is just beautiful information that helps you grow your intuition, grow your connection with your higher self. So I would not expect anything less than amazing. So that's really, really cool. All right, afterward, we have the messages of the cards. So yeah, we go into just the various cards that are included in this deck. And as you can see, there are quite a few. After the cards, we have the About the Artist and About the Author. The Time Traveler's Oracle. So yeah, about the Time Traveler's Oracle. You can read a little bit about that there. And then that just goes into more detail about consulting the Oracle, the deck explained, all that good stuff. How to use it. So yeah, we get quite a bit of information, and I believe we go all the way up through page 40, but yeah, here's 3 card readings, 5 card spreads, Tree of Life spread, Sacred Circle, quite a few spreads, quite a few spreads included there. All right, then we've got exploring the hidden meaning of your dreams with Oracle cards. And then, yeah, there's just a little page here. Please join me at deniselinn.com, where you can find more information about my online Oracle card certification course. Ooh, certification courses. I'm a sucker for those. All right, so when we get into the card meanings themselves, this is what we see. We have, for example, card number 1, Abundance. And this is Messages from the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Now, I feel like this is quite a bit of information, so I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but I will say it looks like there is a bit of a story, something tying into the energy of the card and the Gardens of Babylon themselves here that is meant to be associated with this card. So that's just kind of that information there. Feel free to pause and read if you're curious. And then we also have the Time Traveler's Message. So this is going to be, I guess, when this card appears in your reading, or if you pull this card, this is kind of what the message, the essence of it is. So very interesting. This is kind of about, and then this is how, I guess, about the card, how it applies. Very cool. So yeah, here we have card number 2, Activation, Communication, Courage. So yeah, each entry has maybe 2 pages, about 2 pages of information there, which is a really good amount. And I love how it has the Time Traveler's Message. So you can see how that card is presenting in your life. Very cool. We'll come to the end here, 44, Vitality. And then we get to About the Artist. So about the artist, here we have the artist is Scott Bradenthal. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Fine arts artist and graphic designer who has run a design studio for many years. If you'd like to read more about Scott, you can go ahead and pause here and find Scott on Instagram. Very cool. And then we have about the author, of course, Denise Linn. And this is a lot of really cool information. If you happen to listen to Colette Baron Reid's podcast, I think it's called, I completely blanked. I will link it in the description box below, but there was an episode where Colette talks with Denise about her journey, and it's super fascinating. Highly recommend you check it out. Again, I will have that linked below if you're curious, but yeah, this is just a small bit of that story that is very interesting, but Denise is a very, very fascinating human being, and I loved listening to her interview on that podcast. So yeah, I'll again have it linked below so you can check that out if you're curious. But that is the guidebook for the Time Traveler's Oracle. Let's go ahead and get on into the deck itself. I think that podcast was called Into the Wooniverse. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Here is the deck for the Time Traveler's Oracle. And as you can see, that card back art that we noticed earlier, the cool little cosmic portal here definitely feels like it's going to take you back in time or forward in time, wherever you are meant to be. The universe is ready to toss you into the adventure, toss you into the mix of it all. All right, so what can be said about the cardstocks? So this is your, Hay House Oracle cardstock. It is very nice and sturdy, has a decent bounce back. However, if you're too rough, I'm sure, the edges will fray a bit and you'll get some creasing going on. But overall, very beautiful card art, card style. I think the shuffleability seems pretty good. No special work on the edges, so they're not gilded or anything like that, but that's quite all right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get on into the flip through. Let's take a look at the Time Traveler's Oracle. All right, so here we go, taking a look at the really, really gorgeous art here for the Time Traveler's Oracle. I will try to keep this in frame, but I really want to try to do some close-ups on some of my favorite cards because the art is beautiful. So let us go ahead and start here with card number 1, Abundance. Okay, my friends, so that was the flip through of the Time Traveler's Oracle. Very, very beautiful deck. So stunning. I love the wide range of places and times that it takes you. So it's a very, again, very cool deck if you're like me and you just have this wanderlust for the world and want to experience different places and times in history and just fascinated by, everything that is possible in human past moving into the present. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is a very cool deck. Super excited to have it in my collection now. I'm really, really excited to read with it because, again, as I had said before, I really enjoy Denise Linn's work, and two of her other decks are just like my absolute favorite. They're always in rotation with me. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull a card for the collective. I want to end this I want to end this video with a reading from the card, just to kind of give us a general message. What is their spiritual message guidance for us here today as a collective? What is it that we need to know? So let's go ahead and pull a card. And I'm going to go ahead and scoot some of these over here for a brief second while I shuffle. And yeah, I will take this time to remind you that I will have links in the description box below where you can either find this deck, or if you're interested in learning more about Denise Linn, I will have the Into the WOONIVERSE podcast linked as well. But also just the information where you can find more information on Denise Linn. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed checking out this deck. Let me know if there was a card that really resonated with you, if there was one you saw that was just absolutely stunning, caught your eye, and had just maybe even a message for you unwittingly, right? Like we all get those cleatons. You hear something that wasn't really intended for us, but it strikes us as so important and something that you needed to hear. It's almost fated. So very cool. Let's go ahead and get the cards. So back to the task at hand. Time Traveler's Oracle. What spiritual guidance do you have for us today? What do you want the collective to know? I'll just pull this card up. Oh, very interesting. So the card that we got was Higher Consciousness. And this relates to the Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. Now, I'm not too keen on the, I think it's called like the starseed origins and all that stuff. I've read a little bit about it, but I'm not too well versed. So let's turn to the guidebook. Now, this is 21. Luckily, this is in order, so here we go. Higher Consciousness. Messages from Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. Many souls did not originate here on Earth. Some were seated in different dimensions and different star systems. That's what it is. Many mystics and indigenous origin myths tell of their ancestry in the stars. The Australian Aborigines have an oral tradition that speaks of their ancestors coming from the Pleiades. The ancient Egyptians built pyramids to align with the Sirius constellation. The Maori of New Zealand speak of communicating with Sirius and the entities there. The famous mystic Edgar Cayce, hope I said that right, said his soul originated on Arcturus. I'm having a tough time with pronunciation, please forgive me. Which he said was one of the most advanced civilizations in our entire galaxy. Very cool. So if you want to read on, you can go ahead and pause, but we'll go ahead and get into the Time Traveler's message here. So this card urges you to step into an elevated consciousness and rise above personal challenges and grievances. In observing challenges from a higher frequency, healing unfolds. This card also carries the energy of the mystic sage. When you raise your frequency, why is my thumb giving up on me like that? My pinky. Sorry. When you raise your frequency, it's much easier for your crown chakra to open and connect you to higher frequencies. Your intuition is expanding. Trust it. Beneath the surface, all is well. This card will also appear when the entities of the higher frequencies and from the inner dimensions are reaching out to you. These wise beings in spirit are working with you to resolve physical and emotional challenges. Listen with your heart. When you get caught up in life, take a moment to look at the stars. Simply being open to star energy can change everything. Very cool. So I feel like this card coming out here as a message for us. And it's really funny because I did specify, right, like a spiritual kind of message, like a collective spiritual message, the collective unconscious. Here we got higher consciousness. So it really feels like just speaking to that interconnected request there for, information for the collective, which is really neat. So yeah, that is our message here today. Connect to higher consciousness. Meditate on the stars. Really just kind of go within and connect to that ancestral energy. We are made of stars. Stardust. Got that phrase in my mind just now. But yeah, very, very beautiful message. I think it really suits the question that we asked. So that's really cool that came out. Let me know, my friends, what did you think about this deck? Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Linn. I hope you enjoyed checking out this deck with me, and I hope to see you in the next video. So till next time, take good care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!